All right, everyone, this is Mathias, and this is a brief single-track summer intermission show. I'll be on the road over the next few weeks, and by road, I mean in the air. Traveling begins for me at the end of this week, and I'm heading to Europe, spending time with family and hopefully lots of mountain time in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Just a brief intermission show. I'm trying to squeeze in between COVID testing before flying internationally and packing for racing the 100K Ultra Tour Monte Rosa in Grächen, Switzerland on September 3rd. To not leave you hanging completely without a show for a few weeks, I thought I'd run down a list of gear I'm packing for UTMR. It's been quite a puzzle trying to figure out everything that's required and that works for me and that fits into my luggage. I'm not taking a lot of gear, so I can't really bring everything that I think I need and then decide over there on the fly. I sort of have to nail it all down 3 weeks beforehand, and that is quite challenging. So, as so often on this show, we're talking gear, and we're talking about the gear that I'm bringing specifically for a race. So buckle up, everyone. This is going to be a little long-winded because this race requires quite a bit of gear. Of course, we should start with shoes. I've talked to you guys that I've been testing the La Sportivas, Carousel, and Cyclones, and I've decided that the Carousel is the perfect shoe for this race. I'm going to be running in that shoe for hopefully the entire race. I will have the Cyclones in my drop bag just in case something goes sideways with the Carousel and I do need a different pair of shoes, but hopefully Carousels are gonna do it. They have absolute incredible treading and prevent any sort of slippage. I've been absolutely loving running on them in technical terrain. They've been super cushy. They have a nice wide toe box for me. I have just been super comfortable in those shoes. And compared to the Cyclones, which have that BOA closure system, I've just not been 100% comfortable that the Cyclones are bulletproof, that this BOA system is going to hold up for 100K, and I don't want to find myself halfway up a mountain with sort of a broken shoe system. So the Carousels are, they are been my favorite La Sportiva shoe of recent years. I've very much enjoying them on all the runs that I've been taking them. So those are the ones I'm going to be running in, hopefully for the entire UTMR. Again, Cyclone and drop bag, just in case. Next up, socks. Been thinking about this a lot, and at Zion, I've been wearing merino wool socks. They were super hard to get on and off, and I've decided against getting complicated, and I chose the Balega socks, which have been socks I've been using for a few years on and off, and they've been easy to get on and off when your foot's sweaty and dirty and stuff. So the Balega Hidden Comfort socks are the ones that I'm going to be running the race in. Next up, we're sort of climbing up the body. Shorts. I've decided that I'm going to be wearing the Triumph tights from La Sportiva. Those are essentially bicycle shorts, obviously without the liner, but they're not loose shorts, but they're sort of tights, but short tights. And obviously some compression boxers underneath. So then t-shirts, La Sportiva Limitless t-shirt. What I like in racing, especially long distances, changing weather overnight and stuff, is a t-shirt that has a little quarter half zip on the front. So I'm able to sort of adjust the temperature and stuff a little bit. That's my shirt I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to wear my Rock Candy running headband buff, if you will, with me. Of course, got to have that. Next up, pack. I decided that I'm going to be squeezing all of my required gear, and we're getting to the required gear in a second, into my Nathan Pinnacle 12-liter hydration race vest. It's a super comfortable vest pack. The bottles fit really well, tons of pockets in the front, enough space. I mean, if this would be a 14 liter, and I would love it even more for this particular occasion, but I think I could be able to squeeze everything into the 12 liter. And so I'm going to be wearing the Pinnacle, and hopefully everything works out. I've tried it in a few runs and I've loved it, but never risked the full gear that I'm required to carry this time. Yesterday I've tried it all and it barely fit, but I'm going to make it work. What I am also doing is I got the Salomon Sense Pro belt, which is essentially a waist belt, and number one, it gives me a few more pockets to stash some small stuff that I might need. But it also gives me a great carrier for my poles. I'm actually not bringing my Black Diamond Z poles because I don't know if I'm going to get them through TSA. And so therefore, I actually bought a pair in Germany at my friend's bookstore. Yes, it's a bookstore that sells Black Diamond product. Don't ask. He's a big climber. But he ordered me a pair of C-poles. I'll have brand new C-poles over there, and I'll be able to easily attach them to that belt, that Salomon Sense Pro belt. It's sort of a newer belt. I've seen now a few pro runners who do use poles have a belt where they can easily stash it rather than trying to shove it in the back of their packs. And with that Pinnacle pack, it's so full anyway, couldn't stash it into the pack in the back. And so I needed a different place. So I've been trying these out and trying this combo of a race pack and a belt, and it works pretty well. I feel a little bit like a pack mule, but it is 100K with all of these requirements. So I feel like I need this, and I think it's going to work out. My watch is going to be the Suunto 9 Barrow. Still my trusty watch that I've been using now for a few years. Still works fine. Hopefully will be accurate enough so that I can find my way around the mountains over there. Headlamps. I have to bring 2 headlamps. One of them luckily only has to have 50 lumens, so I'll be able to just use one of my kids' Petzls that they have, and my main headlamp will be the Petzl Arctic Core. It's super bright, and what I love about it is that it has that battery plug that you put into the back, and so I can easily replace the batteries out of that. I've been using it for a few years, and I've been very happy with it. All right, so nutrition. Of course, I'm going to bring Tailwind. My flavors are going to be the naked flavor and the cola for some caffeine. And for additional nutrition, I'm going to have Spring Energy. My favorite flavors there are the Awesome Sauce and the Speed Nut with hemp oil. Links to all of this product is going to be in the show notes, of course. I won't take too much of that spring stuff because it's heavy to carry, and I know I have good aid station support, but I will have some required food calories that I have to carry with me. So for that, it's going to be Spring Energy and, of course, lots and lots of Tailwind. So this is the stuff that is sort of my core gear that I have to take with me in order to actually run. Of course, I will have a lot more, and that's all going to be in my pack. That is mandatory required gear that they're checking off. And yes, if you don't have that gear, they won't let you start the race. So I'm bringing some North Face gloves. I'm bringing a beanie. I have some Salomon tights. I have a thermal shirt from REI. I have some rain pants from REI. Those have to be specially sealed. Bought a brand new rain jacket that I haven't really worn because it's not been rained here for the last 2 months or so. The Salomon Outtrack waterproof 2.5 liter. It has the right required waterproofing that European races require. And so I bought this one. I love it. I'm excited to try. I'm excited to use it in general, but I'm sort of hoping that I won't have to use it during the race, just because the race will be quite exposed now in the open, and if it's rainy, it will potentially be snowy, and if I don't have to deal with that, I'd be okay with it too, right? I already mentioned my second headlamp will be in my pack. I have to carry a spork, a spoon fork situation, a collapsible plate, and a soft cup, because all the aid stations will provide food, but they won't have cups and plates and cutlery and stuff. So you have to bring your own stuff, which is super good for the environment, totally understandable for COVID, but obviously is an additional thing you have to carry and fit in your pack and access and stuff, right? I mean, you'd wish you could have it easier and you just grab stuff, but I do actually appreciate that they make this requirement. Then I will have to have a whistle. Yes, you have to have a whistle from an emergency point of view. That is actually built into my hydration pack, so I don't have to worry about that. I think my headlamps have whistles on too, on a little connector piece. And then obviously soft flasks that fit into the front of my pack. I'll carry 3, 2 in the front, 1 in the back, filled with Tailwind. I'll have a smaller soft flask that I'm filling with Tailwind powder, just to easily pour Tailwind out in between aid stations to refill when you have water and stuff like that. I think the final other things are that a GPS will be a transponder, whatever, is going to be provided for me. So there will be race tracking. If you follow me on social media, I will be tweeting, Instagramming that out if you guys want to follow me. I'll have to carry that with me at all times, and then, some Band-Aids and stuff for emergencies. So I think that's all of my required gear that I will have with me. Again, links to all of this stuff in show notes. If you do have any question about any of them, please do reach out to me. I will have will be connected over the next few weeks online, but I won't be producing any shows. So that's all I've got. Hope you are having a great rest of your summer. I'll be back in September with a whole list of new guests, friends of the shows coming back, some fun new topics, and of course we'll be sharing our best adventures that we've had over the summer here in the Pacific Northwest. And, well, of course, I will be sharing this crazy adventure in all the detail as I'm running around the Ultra Tour Monte Rosa in Switzerland. It's a changed route. Previously, it started in Italy, and now it's starts and ends in Grächen in Switzerland. So it's going to be a unique route due to COVID, where we are not crossing international borders, which will make it logistically easier and in some respects more unique, right? Of course, it's not the normal race that UTMR is offering, but it will be a unique route. So I'm looking forward to experiencing this. I mean, right? I mean, I finally get to race in the Alps. What a adventure! What a crazy experience to look forward to. So, yes, I don't know if you can tell in my voice, I am super excited, but I'm also nervous. Some might even say terrified of all of this, trying to get the packing done and not kind of lose my head in all of this. All right, that's it. Und tschüss, as they say in Germany, from me, Mathias Eichler. This is Single Track, and again, we'll hear you back in September.